What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we have conference championship weekend. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna see who won what awards. We're gonna go over the preview of the Natty, because we're going to be in that thing, but who we play is still up in the air. So Toledo, they beat Ohio. Florida, they beat Ole Miss. Ole Miss was ranked #1 in the nation before the game, the Mississippi State. The Mississippi State beat them, and now they lose in the SEC championship game to Florida. Nebraska and Oklahoma renew their rivalry, and Nebraska wins by 5. Fantastic game between two very, very good teams. And then Miami, they take down Maryland by 1. Maryland was ranked #1. It doesn't matter. They're on 2-year probation, so that we're not going to be in that Natty anyway. But this just makes everything a lot easier. And then Tulsa and Marshall, and it is Tulsa that comes up big versus Marshall. Marshall, they fall by 13. And Tulsa, they win the Conference USA Championship. All right, we're going to be taking on Washington in the national championship game. Georgia Southern versus those Washington Huskies. We're going to check out their team in a second. I think they got some guys on their squad that are first team All-American. You would hope so. And they might have some trophies under their belt as well. So no Heisman love for us this year, but we're in the Natty, so that's A-OK. Jeff Allen, sophomore quarterback from Iowa, he won it, followed by Battle of USC, who we played, and then Brown from Miami, who we played, finished 3rd. Mills from Maryland, who we couldn't have played because y'all cheat, and then Malone from Florida State, receiver, finished 5th in the Heisman voting. Brad Stone, who we played, he is the top, or the Maxwell, so the top offensive player in the country. Jeff Allen is their best quarterback. Doak Walker is going to go to Brown. So Stone might have been like your scat back kind of. I mean, we played against him. He was kind of more of a scat back, caught some passes, so on and so forth. Maryland is racking up the awards. It's a shame. It is a shame that we don't get to play them, but they lost anyway. Josh Everson, also from Maryland, wins the Remington Award. Iowa, the Lombardi. That just sounds like an Iowa guy should win that award, the Lombardi. Yeah. Best linebacker, Eddie Mitchell, also from Maryland. And then there he is, Tim Abdullah, strong safety, senior from Washington, have to take on him. And of course, we saw Flowers. He finished 5th in the Thorpe Award voting, if you will. And Maryland also has a great receiver at returner. We finished 3rd in the Coach of the Year voting, but we did get an All-American in Aaron Flowers, first team All-American, as he should be. And then Caleb Henderson, second team All-American. So we got 2 All-Americans in our secondary, and that's that. Michigan, they lost to Washington. West Virginia lost to Washington. A bunch of teams lost to Washington, including Texas Tech. Then they started off conference play by beating Oregon State, Arizona State, Stanford, Arizona, and then they lost to USC only by 4. So it was still a very, very good team. They got pissed off after that game, and they beat down Oregon, beat down UCLA, and beat down Washington State 61-38. So yeah, they lost to USC, and they got very, very upset. Josh Bell, looking like Locker, and I guess that kind of fits what year we've been this year, 7? Yeah, 2013. I think that would be Locker. I know he's not actually in the game. That's just random that there's a quarterback, number 10, 5th-year senior, is their quarterback. But yeah, I think that kind of fits the mold or the time frame that Locker would have been there, if my memory serves me correctly. McKenzie, he looks like a beast at receiver. They have this freshman and Bishop. He looks good. And then, yeah, Tolley, yeah, he 96 overall tight end, nasty. 95 overall left tackle, good. Left guard is 84 overall. Center, 84 overall as well. And then they have a freshman who was their All-American freshman team. He made that team as well, and first team Pac-10. And then the right tackle, also first team Pac-10 as well. 96 overall left end, 84 overall right, and he is second team Pac-10. D tackle is a monster at 6'4", 286 pounds. And then you got Jason Goff. He is a middle linebacker with 84 overall speed, 89 overall. Middle linebacker, 91 overall. My gosh, this team looks crazy. He's only a sophomore too. And then they got a redshirt junior right outside linebacker. And then their secondary, Webb, 89 overall with 91 overall speed. Their second corner might get exposed. Their third corner is a freshman. Might be a little bit better, but you got to be careful with starting freshmen over people who have an extra year of experience because they kind of lose composure and so on and so forth. But, yo, their second quarter might get exposed. I'm just saying. And if they go nickel, the nickelback was big as far as, you know, tall, but not heavy. So we might run the ball at him and at the strong safety. Even though Tim Abdullah did win the Thorpe Award, he's only 174 pounds. You know, I mean, he is 6'4", so he's going to be kind of slender. I like big safeties, you know, but I want my strong safety to have a little bit of girth. I want to be able to put him maybe down in the box and feel like I have an extra linebacker out there. I don't know if that's him. So he might try to run the ball his way in the Natty, which will be our next episode. In that episode, we'll check out who won all the bowl games and then play the national championship game versus those Washington Huskies. I think on paper they might be the favorites, but we're number one for a reason. We're number one for the reason. Number one versus number two scoring offense in the land. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of the day is the best of the day. Peace, love. Hot sauce.